So we'll see what happens. But overall, okay match. Then we had King Barrett and Neville. And this to me was definitely a Raw match. This was definitely a Monday Night Raw match. I mean, yes, in a sense, it was a big moment for Neville. It was his official pay per view debut. You know, he wasn't on the kickoff like he was last month. He was on a pay per view. So that really helped him out. Um, it was okay, but it was more of a Raw match, especially with the ending. I mean, Barrett getting counted out, to me, kind of solidified this. This was a more of a Raw, a Raw match, maybe a main event on main event, if not on Superstars, more than it should have belonged on the pay per view. But that's just my opinion, and I know I'm not the only one that's going to say that. So, unless you were going to give Neville the rub by having him actually pin Barrett cleanly in the ring, the way it ended by Neville winning by countout, and then you have the sneak attack by Barrett, and then the attack and then the retaliation by Neville at the end. Yeah, they're gonna probably continue this, but unless Barrett puts his King of the Ring title on the line, I don't really see any significance to continue it. And honestly, I think it's just honestly again, I think it was just a match that belonged on Raw in the middle of Raw, maybe at the end of the first hour, beginning of the second hour, or at least was the main event of main event or Superstars. That's how I look at it. Um, so again, like I said, that's how I look at it. Now we get to the main event. We get to the main event for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. And to me, this was a good match. This, along with the tag titles and the I Quit match, these were the matches of the night. These were the matches that really, if you were to take away from this pay-per-view network show, these were the matches you're going to talk about for a little while. I mean, I think we all knew. I mean, WWE obviously likes to swerve us for a little bit, but I think we all knew, in a sense, that WWE is not ready to pull the trigger on Kane going face just yet. So I think we all kind of knew that Kane was going to uh, keep his alliance with the Authority for the time being. Again, like I said, we don't know exactly if when they're gonna turn him face, but it'll probably be soon. We just don't know when. But overall, this was a pretty good match. Except, I know a lot of people don't like the ending, and some people might complain that the fact that it was just too obvious that Kane was going to side with Seth Rollins. But it was pretty good. It was decent. You got to see a lot more, um, a lot more out of Roman Reigns than you would expect. You know, all four men, in my opinion, if you take Kane and J&J out, all four men basically delivered on what they were going to do. So it was a good match, really good. Like I said, along with the I Quit match and the tag match were basically the matches you're going to remember from this show. And like I said, it was just a really good match. And I love the fact, and this is one thing a lot of people are going to talk about, and I'm sure WWE, if WWE is smart enough, they're going to have to capitalize on this real soon, because just the reaction everybody had for that brief moment when the Shield reunited and triple power bombed Randy Orton through the table. That was a moment. I mean, I knew it was coming. I think anybody else knew that was coming, because why would you put the three members of the Shield in that match together? Why would you do it? Why would you do it? Well, obviously because you wanted to do something that was going to be Shield related with them. You're going to have them at least briefly reunite, and that's what they did, and it was good. It was a nice little moment, and like I said, this is something that WWE, if they're smart enough, they need to capitalize on going forward. Because I think it's obvious in a sense that even though you're presenting Seth as this edge-like opportunist aligned with the authority that whines and complains and all that, I think sooner or later he's gonna go face. So to me, it's just to me that moment, even if it was brief, is a moment people are talking about, and it's a moment people, the WWE, and in my opinion, if they're smart enough, they need to capitalize on. They need to capitalize on it and say, you know what? They want the Shield back, but what do we do? How do we do that? So overall, like I said, there was a good match. I mean, there were several occasions that made you think Seth was going to lose the championship and not be champion anymore, and Kane was going to be out of a job despite him showing his allegiance early on. Um, it was good. It was a good match. If you take out, especially if you take out all the interference and stuff like that. The end, and yes, Seth Rollins did retain by pedigreeing. Yes, pedigreeing Randy Orton into the mat. So, that's how the match ended. Seth keeps the belt. Triple H finally made his appearance towards the end, raising the hand of Seth. But so far, Seth, as champion, has been champion full on for now about a couple months, going on about 2 months now. If you count the end of March into April, which is a month, and then the end of May, and all that. So, I mean, yeah, he's got to defend at Elimination Chamber, but we don't know exactly who he's defending against yet. And I don't think WWE is going to have him lose the belt on just a network exclusive. You know what I'm saying? Unless it's a full-fledged pay-per-view and they didn't say anything. But if the Intercontinental and Tag titles on the line in the Chamber, I think it's just going to be a network exclusive, if you know what I mean. So, especially if it's during the free month of May. You want to get subscribers? Here you go. But again, like I said, match was decent. So, but overall, like I said, one of the better matches of the night. Definitely a good match to end the show. People may not have been a fan of the ending, but you got to realize realize it like this. The Authority is being played up as that one, powerful faction, all powerful faction that no matter how many times you try, they're always going to find a way to outsmart you. So you got to basically, storyline wise, find a way to outsmart them before they outsmart you. I mean, this is what I was obviously thinking, and kind of foolish of me to think this, but I was obviously thinking Randy was going to come out, in which he was the first, competitor out, and he was going to go up to Kane and just, RKO him right off the bat, and say something like, "I'm not falling for this crap," But overall, not too bad whatsoever. And yeah, Reigns did give J&J Security the middle finger. I don't think he'll get in trouble for that because WWE wants to push him too much to the top. So overall, though, like I said, a good match to end the show. Like I said, some fans may not be a fan of the ending, but storyline wise, whether you like it or not, this is what they're going with until Brock comes back, because I hate to say it, we're going to get another Brock Lesnar title reign unless they go the John Cena route again. And I don't think you guys want the John Cena route now, do you? Okay. But overall, like I said, overall though, the show was all right. Like I said, it wasn't good, it wasn't bad, it was just all right. It was just there. So that's all I'm going to say on it, though. Let me know what you guys think down below. Comment if you like, and I'll talk to y'all later.